y lo tenemos ya activo. Tenemos una regla de tercer impulso, primero, segundo, para ir a por el tercero.
Yo, what is good, family? Hope you all are having an amazing day. In today's video, we're gonna break down the setup we had this morning on the live analysis session with the private group of students at the London Open. And it was this beautiful buy that you just saw on the introduction of this video being executed. And basically, we had a very interesting structure. Let's break it down. Exactly the replay mode at the opening candle. Basically, we're coming from this bullish structure. That's the first thing we have to look at. We have low that makes, well, first of all, we have low, lower high, lower low, break of a structure, higher low, and higher high. This is the first thing, right? We have to focus on this bullish rule of the third impulse. But not only that, we also have this complex pullback that is happening right before the open. All right, that's the vertical line. And now we have high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and lower low. Fantastic. How can be the structure like this? Well, this is a bullish candle. First makes the low, then high, rejects, closes, opens, low, high, rejects, closes. The market is doing this. Bearish movement, bullish movement, bearish movement, bullish movement, bearish movement. So it's 1, 2, 3 impulses, right? 1, 2, 3 impulses. Therefore, when we're approaching to the open of the session, we have the first low and we have the first high. Now, the first low is a lower low, therefore is a bearish rule of the third impulse. But as we just saw, we have what? We have 3 impulses. Therefore, this entry will be for a 4th impulse. So we just don't take it. Now, this high is a lower high, therefore will be for a bullish break of a structure. Now, this bullish break of a structure is the first trade of the day. Now, today I started the session at like 9:01, all right, 1 minute later, and it was because of I catch some traffic. I organized myself pretty poorly this morning because I had to do some stuff this morning, and I pretty much missed this entry. So I missed this entry. This was the first trade of the day. If you guys took this, that was the perfect entry. But because I was live, I also have years of experience with this strategy. So obviously, when you have this type of experience, you can say, all right, today by some extraordinary situations, I missed the original entry. I can take an extra entry, acknowledging the risk that perhaps today I hit a loss, when the first setup would be a win. And you know, I just assume the risk, and tomorrow you will be properly managing your plan. All right, if today was not with like a failure on the analysis or lack of focus or something, if it was because of extraordinary things outside of your control, well, you can take it. You can take an extra trade if you missed the first one. But I will say, if it's because you didn't analyze properly, then you don't trade anything else for the day because you're going to trade emotionally. But if it was because things outside of your control made you to not be able to catch the first trade, and you have a lot of experience like me, then you can say, all right, let's take an extra shot, and if it goes well, perfect. If it goes bad, well, I acknowledge the risk and I'm cool with it. Tomorrow is a new day. But you make sure that you don't mess it up again with extraordinary conditions that make you to not be able to execute the setup at the correct time, if that makes sense. So basically, what I took in consideration was the big rule of the third impulse, which is the very next setup. Instead of the small bullish BOS, I took the big rule of the third impulse. Basically this entry is the one that I took in consideration, and the idea that I sent to all the students. And basically it worked out perfectly. It could play it out against, obviously, but the market had enough strength to go and take all the liquidity above those highs and create this bullish expansion. So guys, that was it for today's scenario. Very good setups we had this morning. We also covered very good scenarios from rules of the third impulse that are very detailed. Very detailed scenarios. So I recommend all of you guys to go and check the live analysis session from today. If you're not on the private group of students, you can hit me up to my Instagram. You have the link on my DMs, and I mean the description of this video. You can talk to my DMs asking for available spots for the private community, and basically have access to all the intensive course and go with the strategy from 0 to 100. Have all the live analysis sessions that I do from Monday to Friday in English and Spanish recorded, and also attend live to the sessions and have access to the private app and have access to all the ideas that I send in crypto and forex. So with this being said, family, see you on the next videos, and hit me up to my Instagram to set you up. Let's go.